Okay. Why is RCI or a Royal Commission of Inquiry important?
Okay. Now, let me answer that by specific reference to the Teo Beng Hock case. You remember this incident took place in 2009, sometime in July, 16th
Yes.
July, I believe, in 2009. And almost immediately after that, an inquest was held. Now, an inquest is undertaken by a coroner who is actually a first-class magistrate, a well-qualified magistrate, who sits as a coroner. A coroner's work is purely to determine death where it is not natural. It's a sudden death, unnatural death, such as in accidents and so on, where you cannot say for sure that the cause of death is this or that. Sometimes a death may look like an obvious accident when in fact it is not. It could be homicide. Now that inquest was held over 17 months with various adjournments, and unfortunately it came down with a determination of no verdict. It was an open verdict. The coroner held that it was neither suicide nor homicide.
Right.
And we do not know what it was in the mind of the coroner. I found it very strange. But there you are. You have that verdict by the coroner. Now, there was public outcry, especially from the opposition political parties, the Selangor state government, and of course the family of Teo Beng Hock, who wanted to have a Royal Commission of Inquiry, the RCI. And this was so soon after the verdict. And acting under severe pressure as that, I think the government must have advised the young Di-Pertuan Agong that a Royal Commission of Inquiry is in order.
Right.
And that was quickly formed, headed by a serving federal court judge who acted as a chairman, namely Tan Sri James Fong, assisted by 4 others who are all commissioners in that commission. Now, the idea is to independently determine, they thought perhaps the more senior people, 5 heads better than 1.
Yeah.
And it was a more elaborate undertaking in terms of investigation, in terms of inquiry. They thought that they would come to a more definite conclusion. Yeah.
And what was the outcome?
The outcome was in relation to question B, which was the cause of death. They determined that it was a cause of death of Teo Beng Hock falling from a height, from a 15th floor right down to the 5th floor. And they also determined that it was an act of suicide. There's no homicide involved. There's no accidental death involved. It was pure suicide. That was the determination as far as issue number 2 was concerned. Now, they make various recommendations. This is coming to reference number 1.
Right.
Now, these recommendations all relate to issues that has got to do with methods and procedures of investigating either a suspect or interrogating a witness. Yeah? From the moment the suspect or the witness comes on board into the MACC building or into the MACC's perimeters, how they ought to be treated.
Right.
Prior to that, of course, if there are searches that have got to be conducted in premises for purposes of uncovering physical evidence, whether documentary or otherwise, how would MACC undertake such searches, which, as you can understand, is a very serious encroachment into privacy and personal rights of citizens. So how you undertake that, because everybody is assumed and presumed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly.
So we have to do searches of that sort with the greatest of decorum and dignity. So that was one of those things that was a very serious concern of the RCI in the Teo Beng Hock case.
So no stones were left unturned
Yes.
in the Teo Beng Hock's case.
Yes.
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. In fact, even though, and rather unfortunately, the family, the lawyers for the family of Teo Beng Hok pull out at the last moment for no good reasons, because they were the one who asked for it, who asked for the RCI. For no good reason, they pull out. And followed soon after, a day after, by the Selangor state government. I was glad that the Bar Council remained there. And they actually, I would say they have gone, not merely they did their work, they have gone overboard in terms of really making sure that every item of evidence has been challenged. Yeah? And challenge they did. And the determination, therefore, is from facts gathered after serious challenges had been mounted on every item of evidence that the RCI would consider. So you're right, no stone was left unturned.